diplomacy, a game that takes too long. Zach Moore, he's the guy that can't do wrong. Move, hold, support, convoy, spring and fall. Bounce, disband, he is our man. Zach Moore will tell us all.
Back at it, Media Wars, winter 1902. Zachary Moore playing England for the Diplomacy Broadcast Network. And we have a surprising build from yours truly. I think some of you may have expected Fleet Liverpool. That would have guaranteed me MAO in the autumn if I chose to go that route. But I'm going to shift directions. Army London. I don't like the cohesiveness of what appears to be an AIR, and I'm just not sure if it's a good idea for me to kill France yet, because I'm not sure if Germany can hold his side of the line. So I'm going to shift east. I'm going to convoy that army into Norway, put Norway into Finland, supported by Sweden. And in the fall, I should have a force on St. Petersburg, putting the army in, unless Russia cleverly bounces the convoy to Norway, because I'll have Army Finland, Army Norway, and then Fleet Sweden. Even if he moves Baltic back up to Bothnia, Fleet Sweden can cut that, and Norway can support Finland into STP. So I think that should be a guarantee in the fall, which will allow me to fulfill my deal with Germany, giving him Belgium, as promised, that he can build an army. I'll stay level at 6, hopefully with a newly formed Western Triple, which is fantastic from England's point of view, and we will start doing some serious damage to the AIR. So that's what I have planned. AIR looks powerful in the south. I don't know if Ambi even survives this year with the setup they have down here. I mean, Ankara is going to get blown up. Khan's going to get blown up. Everything's going to get blown up. Italy built a fleet, which tells me that this is not tension between Italy and Austria. It's coordination, because if he was going to attack Austria, I assume that'd be Army Venice. So let's take a look at the spring 1902 moves and see if anybody ever takes Portugal. Nobody has taken Portugal. France shifts south. The Western Triple is on. I shift east. Russia goes back to Gal. Is this... Now it looks like AI is hitting Russia, right? Because they just forced Bulgaria. Russia clearly... He went into Gal. Must be defensive, so maybe he saw that coming. And then, look, even going STP down to Moscow, which screws with my plans, actually. That was good defense, because now I have 2 on St. Petersburg, but he, tactically now, I can't cut Baltic, because he can support Baltic into St. Petersburg and guarantee a defense. That's actually a really good move by Russia. I hate to see it. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. You'll have to hear what I do about that next video. And in the center of the board, Germany seems to have stabilized. Berlin's a little bit vulnerable here from the 2 Austrian units, but if Austria takes Berlin, Germany should be able to follow in Munich quite easily. So he'll build, taking Belgium. And speaking of building, we've been spending days, weeks building relationships, and the tension is building. To see my player rankings, Russia played it very well with his St. Petersburg defense, which makes me kind of annoyed at him. I liked it. I like it better when players kind of let me walk into their centers unopposed, which Ambi appears to be doing this game with all of his neighbors, letting them walk into his centers unopposed. So bump him up for being generous, bump Russia down for being a little bit prudish not giving me St. Petersburg. I don't like to see that. In fact, France shifted south. France is on board with a triple. That makes him an ally, so let's bump him way up. Way up to number 4. You know what? Let's bump him up to number 3. Let's get the Western triple 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Ambi back in the 4th slot because he's a nice guy, and Austria isn't helping me much anymore. You know, I got what I needed out of Austria, which was forcing Germany to work with me. So he's chopped liver in my eyes. Russia to 6, and actually Russia to 7. Italy attacked France, which is fine for me. That helps cement the triple. Russia is the top enemy in my eyes, and despite being my initial choice for a long-term ally, what a tumble it has been down to 7th in arguably the most important rankings in diplomacy, my personal player rankings. So to read it off, Russia 7th, good defense, I don't like it. Italy 6th, never know what he's doing, never attacks who I think he's attacking, but nice guy, Jeff. Austria in the 5 slot did me a favor putting some pressure on my ally last year, but didn't really follow through much this year. Is stabbing his allies, stabbing Russia, it seems like. Ambi number 4 in Turkey, nice guy. I got to give him number 4 while he's still in the game. This is going to be a 6-player list before long. France coming in at number 3. Thank you for agreeing to the triple. Germany at number 2. Always reliable, always does what he says. And speaking of reliable, number 1, England, reliably coming through for his allies, coming through for the Western triple, coming through, building every turn, except for this turn. I might have to pull one, but I love you anyways, England. You're doing great. Keep it up. That's it for spring of 1903. I'll hit you back in the fall with some brilliant moves.
Bounce disband, he is our man. Zach Moore will tell us all.